Hey guys, so it's the last week of September and it's my favorite time to be out in the woods because whitetail deer rut is about to begin. Now, I'm out right now, as you can see. I'm checking trail cameras and I'm doing up some brand new mock scrapes and licking branches. So, what is a scrape and what's a licking branch? Whitetail deer bucks, pre-rut, during the rut heavily, and post-rut will work their actual territory. And what they're doing when they work that territory is they're leaving scent. And they're leaving scent in the form of a scrape and licking branch. So, a scrape is basically when a whitetail buck will find an area and he'll paw at the dirt with his front hooves. He'll expose that fresh earth that's hidden underneath the leaves and the grass, exposing it to the air. Now once he's stood over that fresh scrape, he'll actually rub his two hind legs together at the kneecaps. That's where his tarsal glands are located. While he's doing that, he'll actually urinate at the same time. The urine will trickle into the scrape, leaving his own scent behind. Now, immediately above a fresh scrape is always a licking branch. So a licking branch is a low-lying branch, probably a little bit above nose or mouth height. And what he'll do is, he'll do three different things. He'll nibble or lick at the branch itself, leaving scent. He'll rub his forehead against it, and he'll rub his nose against it. Now each of those spots actually has different scent glands. And each of those scent glands, again, is leaving scent on that licking branch. This whole process takes between 20 seconds to a minute and a half tops. He'll then move on, and generally he'll go and find another scrape and leave a scent. He'll work an entire area with these scrapes and licking branches, basically to show off his territory to other bucks. So, what I like to do when I come out is make my own mock scrape and mock licking branch. And I'm going to show you how now. So as I mentioned earlier, a whitetail buck will work all these different scrapes throughout his entire range in his territory. Why? It's to leave a scent behind and show his dominance. Now a scrape won't only attract one single buck. Multiple bucks will come to a scrape, they'll work it over and they'll move on. But they will smell his scent, and if it's generally a smaller buck, they'll know there's a bigger guy come rut time. So where will you find a scrape and licking branch? So a few key areas to look for. The edge of agricultural fields are perfect, along well-worn deer trails, and even just open areas off trails, but places that bucks will visit. They're always looking for does. So if they scent a doe, or if they know that does are in the area, generally you're going to find a scrape and a licking branch above it. Now, whether you're a hunter or just a trail cam enthusiast, finding scrapes and licking branches is key. But if you can't find any, or if they're not in a great spot to capture some cool footage, making your own is just like the real thing. And let me show you exactly how to do it. It's easy, takes no time, and it actually works. So, I've just found a great location to do up a mock scrape and a licking branch. Now, this area that I found is literally about 10 feet off a well-worn deer trail, and I'm in a nice open forest area where I know the does and bucks congregate. I'm also not far from an agricultural field. Now, this tree is perfect. It's in the open. Deer will see it, and they'll work over that mock scrape once you make it. Now the problem is, we've got a branch here that's snapped. It's a little too high to do a natural licking branch. It's about 6 feet high. You generally want a licking branch to come down to about 5 feet. So what I've done is, I went to another tree, and I've actually used some wire cutters, and I've cut off my own licking branch. Now, I'm going to secure that in a second to the tree that's already existing to form a mock licking branch. Now, it's a great idea when you come out to do this sort of stuff is to wear some latex gloves. That just means that you're not going to leave your own scent behind when you're touching the licking branch or working over the scrape when you make it. So, let me show you a close-up of how I'm going to actually attach this licking branch. Now, to attach that mock licking branch that I've cut off an adjacent tree, I simply use some zip ties. So, with my gloves on, I'm going to put it, and as I say, you want that licking branch, the mock one, to be about 5 foot. So that's probably about the right height. So a buck can work it with his antlers, he can nibble at it, perfect height. So once you have it in position that you want it, simply take your zip tie and that's all about there is to it. Just want to have that angled downwards. Perfect. Tighten it up. Get your wire cutters. and snip off the loose end. So there you go. There's a mock licking branch. So once you've attached your mock licking branch, what you want to do is directly underneath there is construct your mock scrape. So it's ideal to grab just a branch, a sturdy branch off the forest floors and go right to it. So basically, grab that stick and just work out the dirt directly underneath that licking branch. So it's basically you're mimicking what a buck would do with his front paws. Now I like to make a mock scrape about 2 feet by 2 feet. That seems to generally work well. And once you've exposed all that fresh earth, what I like to do next is grab a product such as this. Now this is Tink's Power Scrape. It's actually a mock scrape starter. And what it is it's actually a synthetic deer urine. So what I do is, once I've exposed that fresh earth, douse it down with the Tink's. And it's also a good idea to actually spray the mock licking branch up above. So what that does is, a buck are very curious and they have an excellent sense of smell. So they'll smell this urine, they'll come in to investigate, and they're going to work over the scrape and licking branch, leaving their own scent behind. Now, check your state and provincial laws whether a synthetic deer urine is actually legal where you are. It is here in Ontario, and I love using it. This stuff actually really, really works. And that's all there is to it. That's how you construct a mock scrape and a mock licking branch. Now, whether you're a hunter and you want to position your tree stand 20, 30 yards away over a mock scrape and licking branch for a good harvest, or if you're like me, just simply a trail cam enthusiast, and I'll set up a trail camera a good 20 or 30 feet away in front of a mock scrape, and I'll capture some amazing whitetail deer buck behavior during the fall rut. The choice is yours, but they definitely work. I've got tons of videos over the years that show deer will come in and they'll work over these mock scrapes. So there you have it, folks. That's how you make a mock scrape and a mock licking branch. Now, I'm going to leave a short video clip at the end of this that shows one of my own trail camera captures at a mock scrape and licking branch, and show you exactly what a whitetail deer buck does when he comes to investigate one of these. So, enjoy your time in the outdoors. As I say, favorite time of year, the velvet's dropped and the rut is about to begin. If you love this video, make sure you subscribe in the bottom corner there. There'll be plenty more of great whitetail deer videos coming up in the future weeks, some trail camera stuff, and some more handy outdoor tips. Enjoy the outdoors, and we'll see you next time.